How many lies have you told today? How many lies have you justified today? How many lies have you told to somebody to make an excuse or to cover up or to hide your addiction? A common thing that people talk about with heroin addiction is summer times like this. It's June. People wearing long sleeves. Why is somebody wearing a long sleeve in the middle of the summer? I crack up at that one, quite honestly, because I used to work construction, and in the construction field, you wear long sleeves all day. Like it's easier. But it would make sense that if you have a kid who works in a retail building, if you have a young adult who works at the mall, or if you have an adult that works in an office, why are they wearing long sleeves? Like it's abnormal, right? What are some other lies that you've come up with? I used to get cysts on my knees and on my elbows from freebasing, and I'd come up with lies as to why those were happening rather than because I was using. What kind of lies have you told to your friends or families? You know, the ones that you care about, or at least say you do. What lies have you told them to get high, to use, to drink? You see, we are very good at lying to people. We can come up with lies all the time. To us, it's natural. Because we're going to get what we want no matter what. It's that perpetual personal pleasure that you're looking at that has you avoid any type of your morals, your values, character, code of conduct. Have you established those? Character, values, morals, and code of conduct for yourself? Oh, well, I'm just a good person. I hate when people tell me that because I'm a good person too, huh? That's the reality of it. I'm actually a great person compared to what these good people want to say. But that doesn't change the fact that my thoughts can flip like that. And I can go back to being what they call a bad person. What I don't understand though is that what's the difference between a good person and a bad person? Yeah, we all know there's evil, but what's the difference between the good and the bad person? See, all of that is just subjective to whoever you're talking to. We use that as addicts to get what we want. We know the experiences, the life exposures, the history of certain individuals, so we use it to our advantage. My question to you is, what lies are you telling yourself? What lies are you making up for your actions? How are you trying to avoid being present with who you actually are? You see, we need to expose our lies if we are going to get to the best version of ourselves. Again, I'm not asking you to be an angel. I'm just asking you to do better today. Exposing our lies to ourselves is one of the most difficult things to do, and that I believe is why a lot of people struggle with getting clean, or to their definition of sober. Because it's easier to come up with a lie as to why we failed than it is to expose the lie as to why we failed. I failed today because I let my girl upset me to the point that I wanted to drink. That's exposing the lie. Giving into the lie sounds more like, this girl's crazy. She don't know what she's doing and I got to deal with this somehow. So you drink. Drink, use, whatever it is. Exposing the lie is not so much, exposing the lies to everybody else that you tell yourself. It's about exposing the lie to yourself. I can come up with all kinds of excuses to use. It was recently my father's birthday. Me and my father have a relationship, but it is not the strongest. I hooked him up with something that I thought was dope. One of a kind. There's nothing like it out there. I didn't get the response that I wanted. So I had to adjust my expectations and expose the lie. The lie that I wanted to tell myself was, oh, this fool's a joker, bro. Like, who does he think he is? I don't need to talk to him. He kicked me out. We don't even need to have a relationship, quite honest with you. That's the lie that I could use to go tell myself to use, to tell myself to drink. And don't get me wrong, it almost happened. But I had to expose the lie. And that lie was, you know what? Your dad was around. Your dad did the very best that he possibly could. So, be grateful for that. And if you choose to go drink, if you choose to go use, it's because you're not dealing with the actual emotions that you're having right now. Because that's what I use alcohol and drugs for. It's to escape emotions. Vulnerability, I don't like it. I'm getting better at it, but I don't like it. The lie was what I was telling myself about the situation. Exposing it is saying, you know what, that is a situation, but I still need to control the way I think. Because if I can control the way that I think, then I can control the way that I feel. If I control the way that I feel, then I can control the way that I act. And my actions repeated are what build my character. So I'm going to choose to think this. Mine and my father's relationship is strained because of decisions that I've made and some decisions he's made. We can build that as much as we possibly can, but it takes two people. Am I doing the very best that I can to connect? If the answer is yes, cool. If the answer is no, then what can I do better? There's no need to go drink, to use, to do all these other things that I find simple, immediate pleasure in. Because understanding this pain, solving it, I could pass it on to the next person. Exposing your lies that you tell to yourself can be the key that unlocks someone else's freedom. Might even be the key to your own freedom. I'm not here to tell you how to do recovery. This is a journey of self-recovery of your true identity. Will you get it back, please? Will you define what sober is for you? Will you pursue imperfection? Meaning, will you accept that it's okay not to be an angel and still do better today?